Alrighty, guys, welcome back to Ultimate Autographs. We actually had a brief power outage, Alex.
Yeah.
Everything turned off, but we are back, and we are ready for an awesome afternoon show here in the 3 p.m. hour. So much great stuff to get into, guys. Get your spots. We have a little tradition, Alex. You and I have seen this multiple times. When the lights go out, the show heats up.
It does.
It often does. So definitely think we'll get these orders moving. So apologize for the brief delay. Unfortunately, we control a lot of things. We do not control the power, Alex.
You know, Bob knows about the hamsters. The hamsters, bit the cord they shouldn't have.
Oh, those darn hamsters.
Yep.
So we are back and ready to rumble, guys. Ready for some awesome breaks here at Ultimate Autographs. Definitely want to get more of that half and a half. You know, maybe it's a sign, Alex. I'm going to go ahead and go with it's a sign that we ought to do the half and half.
Yes.
That's what I'm going to say. It's a sign from the break room gods that, in speaking of slight imperfections, it's a sign that this half and half ought to happen. So here's this series, guys, in case you just tuned in. I know High Tide had a question. Rams fan Josh Simmons had a question. Who won the last half and half? You did, buddy.
You did.
You did. You won the last half and a half. That was a beautiful Marshall Faulk you won. Actually, 2 Marshall Faulks in this half and a half. We do have the Marshall Faulk Speed Flex in here, Alex, with that beautiful ram horn. Absolutely love that helmet. Marshall. You can pair that with the Matthew Stafford and Devontae Adams in the triple, or perhaps the Steve Young Speed Flex. We do have that insane Saquon Barkley Speed Flex. You know why the lights went out? Saquon Barkley backward hurdled over all our cords, and he got it with his toe step. Got a little toe on the backwards hurdle, Alex. Mr. Saquon Barkley. Got the Trevor Lawrence still available in here, guys. The Ray Lewis Speed Flex, NFL's all-time tackle leader. Giant fans double up with Russell Wilson and Malik Neighbors on the Chrome Flexes. Very nice options there in this series. So definitely want to see Tony Romo as well. All the Cowboy fans looking for Mr. Romo. The Sauce Gardner Rip Speed Flex, the Cincinnati and Jets. That is something different. I mean, Brett Favre looks crazy.
Yeah, he does.
The Green Hydro. There's a new documentary coming out on Netflix. Have you seen the previews, Alex?
It's not looking good for Brett Favre.
Not looking good for Brett Favre. And guess what? A lot of the comments are about the documentary.
What's that?
The comments, many are coming from Green Bay Packer fans. Disgusted. Adam Schefter first tweeted it out. All the Packer fans disgusted with Adam Schefter saying, we don't want to put any bad name on Brett Favre's name. That's because they love this guy.
They do.
Green Bay Packer fans will swear by Brett Favre. I always heard this saying back in the day, and in many ways still holds true. Green Bay, here's the list of things. Brett Favre, God, family. That's what they do in Green Bay. The rankings of important things.
Cheese
is 4. The Mount Rushmore of Green Bay. Brett Favre, God, family, and cheese.
And then beer.
But that's outside the Mount Rushmore.
Yeah.
Honorable mention. So any Packer fan would love to get that Brett Favre Speed Flex. That is a must-have for any Green Bay Packer fan. Must-have for you guys in the break room. Customized Hydro Speed Flex. Brett Favre, by the way, done something no one else has done, Alex. He won 3 straight MVPs in the NFL.
I don't know if it'll ever happen again.
Yeah, in any sport.
Yeah.
In any sport,
honestly.
Because, I mean, Jokic should probably have, 5 straight, really?
I was going to say maybe in baseball, because they do an AL and NL.
It's true.
Otani could do it.
And Judge.
And
way
Judge.
they're both playing right now.
Yeah. So those.
But 3 straight, first, you got to stay healthy.
Yep.
Second, if you've won 2 straight, to get the 3rd, you have to be hands down the best.
Yep.
Not a maybe, hands down the best. Brett Favre in the late 90s, he was hands down the best, 3 straight MVPs. Dom was throwing the pot last night, and all due respect to the great Troy Aikman and John Elway, I agreed with him. We're talking about the best quarterbacks in the 90s. Best 90s quarterback, Brett Favre. second best 90s quarterback, Steve Young.
Ooh, I like it.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
You're saying 90s.
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 Yeah.
90s. I know Aikman got the bling bling, but I don't know. I put those guys a little bit ahead of Elway and Aikman.
Yeah, I would take Steve Young over Aikman. The Elway is debatable. Because Elway was very good.
He did get 2 rings in the 90s.
He did get 2 rings
as well. That's the black and blue half and half.
Best Super Bowl performance ever?
Steve Young, 6 touchdown passes.
That's what I'm saying.
Eric Bieniemy had 3 rushing yards in that Super Bowl.
Yeah, he did.
The Charger.
Bears running back coach.
Eric, boy, how hard has he fallen? Isn't that crazy?
Or how much of the Bears upgraded is how I look at it.
Okay, I like that. Oh, man. Running back coach Eric Bieniemy.
Yeah.
From the Chiefs offensive coordinator, which, by the way, it's not just because of him or not because of him, but let's be honest, since he left, the offense has regressed.
How about this? He's the running back coach of the Bears right now. When he was with the Chiefs, wasn't the running backs coach, offensive coordinator. They took a running back in the 7th round out of Rutgers. Guess what the Bears just did this year?
A running back, 7th round out of Rutgers. Talking about Pacheco for the Chiefs.
Yeah, now the Bears got a guy this year, 7th round out of Rutgers.
All right, let's go. Should be good things, guys.
Yeah.
So get your spots in that half and half authentic series. Awesome lids. 29 boxes left. 15 speed flexes left in this series, guys.
Oh, yeah.
And 14 other authentics.
Look at those custom ones, too.
Right? I mean, I like the custom ones. Everyone always wants the custom speed flexes. Yeah. The regular speed flexes, not enough anymore. Well, I would say a lot of good customs in here. Let's actually rank these, Alex.
Stafford 1.
Stafford 1, I agree. Second best helmet in the series.
I'm debating between the Falk and the Favre.
I like the Falk because of those.
The Ram horn.
Little
Ram, yeah.
If the Ram horn was not there, I would actually put the Falk probably 5 or 6.
Yep.
But I'm obsessed with that horn.
So
that's why I put it 2.
That's 2. I kind of like the Russell Wilson one, though, too.
And I also like the chromes, Neighbors and Wilson.
Yeah.
Or not Wilson, Saquon.
Yeah, and Saquon.
The green chrome is nice, too.
I like the sauce, too. The red visor on there, that looks clean.
I'm going to go...
I'll go Stafford 1, Falk 2. We'll go Rams back-to-back.
I'm going to go Neighbors 3.
Neighbors 3.
I love my chromes. It's a 2-tone chrome with inscriptions. And then I'll go number 4, Brett Favre.
Okay. I'll be different, and I'm going to put the Russell Wilson 3rd.
Okay, Russell Wilson 3.
Russell Wilson 3 because we haven't seen him on a Giants lid, and I've never seen a Giants lid that looks like that.
Yeah, that's different. I'm going to put Russ as my number 5, and I'll put Saquon 6. I would actually put Saquon higher, but I have seen the helmet before.
Yes.
And then 7th, I'll go Sauce Gardner.
And then 8 Romo.
8 Romo, yes. Or how about this? I'm going to mix it up. I'll make it fun. 8 Steve Young because he's number 8. 9 Romo because he's number 9.
There you go. Sure, why not?
I know that Romo's a little bit more customized, but I do love Steve Young. I love both of those guys, actually. Yeah. A lot of good lids, guys. A lot of good lids. Who wants them? Come and get your speed flexes here in the break room.
Yeah, that's what it's all about, right?
Chris wants to close that baseball double. What's the baseball squad, Chris? I guess a question for the chat in general.
Yeah, we don't get to see baseball as much.
We don't see baseball as much. What are your guys' favorite baseball teams? Chris, what's your baseball team, my man? My favorite hit in this baseball series, by the way, Alex, is the Carlton Fisk.
It's really cool, actually.
I love that.
Yeah.
I have a fun little story. It's not necessarily memorabilia, but it kind of is. It's not autographed, but one of my first pieces of, what's the best way to put it, collectibles.
There you go.
I got a Carlton Fisk bobblehead doll for my birthday from one of my friends. And it's really cool.
Yeah.
At the time, I thought it was very cool. So a nice little connection to Carlton Fisk, a Sox legend, White Sox and Red Sox legend. Had that famous waving the ball fair in the playoffs for Boston, iconic moment. So that's actually my favorite. I'm gonna say Alex.
I'm gonna become a part-time Padres fan.
Okay.
1 for Ronnie and Sulaco.
Okay, that makes sense.
2 is because the White Sox trade all their good players there.
Tatis and who else?
Dylan Cease.
Dylan Cease. Okay, but not Manny Machado.
Not Manny Machado.
They got him from the Orioles.
They tried to sign Manny Machado, and they said, hey, we'll make half your contract incentive-based.
I saw something that Bryce Harper was going to be a White Sox, but they missed the second interview.
Because they wanted to make half his contract incentive-based. Mm-hmm. When these guys will just go to another team and get a fully guarantee.
Oh, man. Chris says anybody playing against the Pirates.
Ooh.
So that's interesting.
That's just a spiteful. He's just spiteful.
So he just hates the
He
Pirates.
just hates the Pirates. Sure.
Okay.
Teach their own.
All right. So
I like Paul Skeens. He's pretty good.
Paul Skeens is pretty good.
O'Neal Cruz is pretty fun to watch.
Yeah. Pirates, I mean, they're looking better than ever before.
Kind of like the Reds a little bit. I like Ellie De La Cruz.
Oh, this makes sense, Alex. Chris says have an under bet with a friend on the under win total for the Buccos. What is it, Chris? I'm guessing it's got to be around 80 is my guess. Like 78, 77.
I'm
They
gonna
do have
guess.
Skeens.
I'm gonna guess it's 80.
80, yeah. I
We
would
got some
say
young guys, some good young pitching, and
I'm
I mean
gonna
they're
go with
14 under
Chris.
right now.
I'm going to go with Chris.
Yeah, right
I
now
mean,
they're 14 under.
It takes more than one or two guys to win a baseball game. Don't hate the Pirates. Not a fan of the owner. I got you. One of the most 77.5. How about that? We're pretty much spot on with that one, Chris. One of the most hated owners in the history of American sports, having lived in Missouri. Rams fans hate Kroenke, who's also, by the way, part owner of Arsenal, who are about to be eliminated in the Champions League, but also part owner of the Nuggets.
I think
who
his
won
like
the
wife
championship.
has him now.
Yeah. So Kroenke in St. Louis, just all in Missouri in general, they absolutely hate Stan Kroenke.
Kind of a winner though.
He is a winner.
At least recently.
He won with the Rams. He's won a champion.
With the Nuggets.
He's got the Nuggets to the championship. He's actually pretty good at what he does.
Yeah, it's kind of funny.
But in fact, it's kind of crazy because I think it was his niece or his granddaughter or something played on a local high school team when I was covering sports in Missouri, and people were hating on the girl because of Kroenke. I'm like, leave the poor girl alone.
I know that happened with Matt Nagy's kid.
She's a high school basketball player. Leave the girl alone. Rams, obviously, leaving St. Louis was tough. The Edward Jones Dome is now no longer a pro football stadium. I've been in that dome. It's an awesome place to take a ball game in. But Rams of that era, Marshall Faulk. The new era Rams, Matthew Stafford and Devontae Adams.
That's right.
So everything left, guys, in this half and half only pulled another Marshall Faulk as a secondary headliner.
They got their bet at 77.5. You're looking pretty good right now.
You're looking very good right now, my man.
They're 14 games under 500.
Yeah, I think you'll be safe. And which is kind of weird because the Pirates have this weird thing where normally they start good and then fade.
Maybe it's reverse
This year they just started bad.
Yeah.
So I guess I'll put it this way. I know Star Joe back in the day, Clemente, guys like that, they were good way back in the day. Since I grew up watching baseball, the Pirates have never been good. I'll put it that way.
Like one season with Andrew McCutchen.
Yes,
That's
one okay season maybe, like 2013 or something.
Yeah, they had like 90 wins. I think they're like a wild card team.
Yes, but traditionally the Pirates over under take the under.
Yeah.
Maybe Chris wins that bet with his buddy and has a lot of money to spend in the break room. Hopefully you bet your life savings, Chris, because it's looking good, Alex.
Kind of all the teams I grew up watching bad, they're still bad.
Yeah.
The Rockies have not really been good.
Well, the
Pirates,
Rockies are really bad right now.
Yeah, they're really bad. The Marlins haven't really been good.
Uh-huh.
Angels, White Sox, Baltimore right now is not good.
They were good, though, last year.
They've been good the last 3 years. They are not out to a hot start.
Uh-huh. Boy, they're really off to a bad start.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
So, 22 guys watching. Guys, what do you think?
What do you want to get into?
What breaks would you guys like to start up? What breaks do you guys want to do during the 3 p.m. show? Now, keep this in mind, Alex. Usually about 4 or 4:30 Central Time, the people get in here in the breaks.
Oh, yeah.
People are back from work around 4:30. This is usually when the breaks heat up. So let me know, guys, what you'd like to rock and roll with here. Definitely think We'll do another half and half, and I think we'll do that baseball double, 6 to go.
Yeah.
Those are 2 breaks I want to target. Obviously, the diamond helmets, you can never go wrong. All the headliners left in the diamonds. I mean, let's not, like everyone talks about speed flexes. Here's football history for you. Peyton Manning, 5-time league MVP. Nobody ever will win more MVPs than Peyton Manning.
No.
Just the way the game is, nobody ever will get more MVPs than him.
No, let's show some love to the Authentics with some visors on there.
All right? All the Authentics that are photoed headliners have visors. So, Warren wants to know, have you seen my baseball? What's your baseball, Chris? Rockies had open tryouts, says Ty Percival. Okay.
Do they really? I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh,
That'd be fun.
that makes sense. So, the trouble with the Angels, Arte Moreno is a bad owner, says Brian Maresca.
Yeah, I mean, they've had the best baseball player of the decade.
And they haven't done
haven't
nada
won
with it.
they haven't won one
They
playoff game.
briefly had, maybe if they're healthy, arguably the 2 best players in baseball, like 5 years
Of the
ago.
last, 50 years.
Yeah. So, rough. Oh, 2 years ago they had open tryouts. Okay. Well, it's only gotten worse.
Yeah. They probably should have signed some of those guys.
Oh, it's a baseball reference. Have you seen my baseball? What is he quoting? Is it Sandlot? I don't think it's Sandlot. I'm missing a movie quote here.
I don't know. Bob, help us out.
Bob, where are you at? And Charles, we're back. There was a little power outage here, but we back. We are back. Give us a clue, Chris. I feel like this is a really old school baseball movie that we might have missed, Alex.
I think there's something about Mary.
Oh, that's a good one. Brett Favre is in that movie.
I was just about to say, who's
Brett
in that
Favre
movie?
is in that movie. Brett Favre. So here's that Brett Favre. You know what you just did there, Chris?
Transition.
You foreshadowed and transitioned me. Brett Favre, that's how we got to sell it.
Here we go.
Movie star, There's Something About Mary
Yep.
with Cameron Diaz.
That's right.
Brett Favre.
And Ben Stiller.
And Ben Stiller. Ben Stiller tried to get the girl.
Who's making Severance.
making Severance. And Brett Favre stole the girl.
Yes.
At least for a little bit. So thank you, God. It's just Chris. There you go. Getting that reference. Our guy, who got the reference right? Ty Percival. Ty knows what's going on. Ty always knows what's going on. It's a good. Have you seen that movie? It's a pretty good one.
It's a good one.
It's an old school movie. But definitely a good one. I think it was her brother had the baseball, right? He had the autographed baseball in that movie, the brother. So there's something about the black and blue.
Yeah.
Who wants to get in there?
It's a half and half. Half of those are speed flexes. Mm-hmm. Best in the biz. Just slight imperfections. Nothing too much. Most of
Minor.
the time, it's on the non-auto side, too.
Yeah, couldn't agree more. Very, very minor imperfections here in the break room.
Or it's the top of the helmet, like on the one on the
The
table.
Marshall Faulk, yeah.
You can't even see it on a display.
Franken Beans, Ty Percival. That's what the black and blue is. Just a teeny tiny on the top of the helmet,
Yeah.
Marshall. So, reminder, guys, the first 4 spots into any break that sells out are in the Chase Wheel Spin. We have a bleeder. Now I got to go watch that movie. It's been a hot minute since I've seen it, so got to go back and watch that classic.
I know Ronnie uses the same hair gel.
Ronnie does use the same hair gel. Ronnie and Sulaco is that guy that puts too much hair gel on. That's Ronnie's problem, Alex.
Oh, yeah.
He just oils and bathes in all that hair gel. So, 21 of you guys watching. Who's in the baseball right now, Alex?
It's just Chris.
Just Chris?
Let's help him out.
Chris is lonely. Chris, let these guys know he wants some help in that baseball break.
Don't just help us out by getting the break done. Help Chris.
Yeah, Chris wants to see a break here.
Yeah.
Chris wants to see a baseball break. He didn't tell us what team he liked. He just told us what team he doesn't support right now. What are your baseball squads, guys? Let me know your baseball squads.
We need to know.
Charles, the baseball double right now is hot. I know Charles is a big Braves fan. Might have inscribed "Go Braves" on his inscription. Big time Braves fan.
Just get in, Charles. You get in. People are like, man, Charles Nelson's getting into the baseball break. Let me get in.
Well, last time he got in, he won.
That too.
So it could be a hot streak for good old Charles here.
Yeah, and then if he gets a spot or two in that baseball double, and then it closes, he's in the wheel spin.
In the wheel spin, yeah, Charles, the first 4 spots into any break that sells out are in the Chase wheel spin. We have 6 to go in the baseball. You get a spot right now, you'll likely be in the Chase wheel spin. Charles has never won a wheel spin. He wants to win one tonight.
Today could be your day.
Could be your time.
I make dreams come true, Charles.
People always follow Charles, says Chris.
Yeah.
Charles is the leader.
He is.
Charles Nelson, lead the way, Charles. You get in there, that is going down. Ron Acuna Jr., I think if he's healthy, Alex,
Top 5 player.
I think he's the 3rd best player in baseball. Bobby Witt, right? Bryce Harper, who am I missing?
Well,
Obviously, Ohtani and Judge are 1-2. Mookie Betts is very good. Freddie Freeman. There's a lot of Dodgers that are really good.
There's a lot of Dodgers.
Soto. I didn't mention Soto.
The guy in the Cubs, Kyle Tucker.
He looks really good
Kyle
right
Tucker's
now.
very good.
But he's got to be top 5.
Yeah, he does it all.
Only guy with 40 home runs and 70 steals.
I'm sure Steven would say Pete Crow Armstrong.
Oh, yes, Steven loves him. He's got a bet on his stolen bases. I'm sure you know about this already. But Steven's going to get that PCA over stolen bases this year. So, yeah, Acuna is a
Top 5 player.
modern superstar.
5 tool.
5 tool for sure. You say 5 tool. I'll give you 1 tool. All it takes. Power, Big Papi,
Bang.
David Ortiz, out of the park. Terrific baseball player. A must-have for Red Sox fans. Helped end one of the best and biggest curses in sports history.
Yeah.
Earlier, we're talking about the curse of the Colts. How I cursed the Colts. They'll never win a Super Bowl since they got rid of Peyton Manning. Manning and the Diamonds. Probably the most famous curse, at least in North American sports. The curse of the Bambino.
Yeah.
And David Ortiz, with all those clutch home runs in the playoffs, without him, the Red Sox don't break that curse.
Was there a name for the Cubs curse, or was it just they just haven't won in over 100
The Billy
years?
Goat curse,
That's
I think.
the Billy Goat.
Because that was in 45 was the Billy Goat, I think. Something like that. But I know the Yankees won the curse of the Bambino.
Yeah.
I recently watched, maybe a month ago, maybe 2 months ago, one of my favorite movies, Fever Pitch.
Yeah, that's a good one.
With Jimmy Fallon. And they were showcasing that curse, obviously.
Yep.
And Ortiz was in the movie hitting dingers.
That's what he does.
Big Papi. So love that Papi bat in there. Love everything in there.
I've heard some people say he's their favorite Boston athlete.
Yeah. They love Big Papi.
Big Papi.
Jared Menzer, who was in the Black and Blue earlier.
Yeah.
Big David Ortiz fan, Jared. If you want to get that Big Papi.
There's a lot of Boston people that like him more than even Tom Brady. Because they're just baseball fans, and they're like, hey.
Well, if you're a
Big
Red Sox
Papi.
fan, if you're a Celtic fan, it's Larry Bird.
Yeah.
If you're a Red Sox fan, it's Big Papi.
Yeah.
And if you're obviously a Patriot fan, it's Tom Brady.
Like you said, he helped end the curse, and then he also helped them win the World Series after the tragedy that they had in Boston.
Exactly
with the
right.
marathon.
Big Papi.
what he
Iconic
does.
name. 6 to go on that baseball break. Let's see number 34 this show.
Got Josh Rouser.
What did Josh get into?
He got his... See, this is why you guys got to join the SIG Club. Another headliner package.
All right, Josh. We'll knock out your headliner package next. And guys, Josh is a big dog. Want to make sure Josh knows what's currently in the break room. The half and half Black and Blue Authentic Series, 30 boxes, all authentics, 29 left, 15 speed flexes left, 12 photoed headliner speed flexes, Alex. That is ridiculous. Tony Romo photoed speed flex. Sauce Gardner, maybe the best young corner. Steve Young, the best lefty of all time. Bo Jackson, the best athlete maybe of all time. Sheer athleticism. Russell Wilson, future Hall of Fame quarterback. Put some respect on his name. Marshall on that customized ripped SDS Rams flex. You can double up with Devontae Adams, the newest Ram star receiver. Saquon Barkley on that chrome. Trevor Lawrence, the Clemson helmet. A national champion quarterback. One of the biggest prospects ever coming out of college, Trevor Lawrence. Ray Lewis, Speed Flex, NFL's all-time tackle leader. Malik Neighbors, guys, one of the hottest names in memorabilia right now. Let this sink in. With Drew Lock, Daniel Jones, and Tommy DeVito, Malik Neighbors was, get this, Alex, 7th in receiving yards last year. And he missed 2 games. This guy is incredible. The god of Green Bay, Brett Favre on that Hydro Speed Flex. John Madden's favorite football player. And for the first time in 4 years here, first time in break room history, Matthew Stafford Speed Flex. That will maybe never come through the room again. It's our first ever Stafford Speed Flex I have seen, an extremely rare autograph, not to mention the Mike Evans Flex as well. That black and blue half and half is loaded. Slight damages, slight imperfections, but no imperfections in the diamonds. All authentics, all perfect, mint condition. Also, all the headliners left. Peyton Manning, a 5-time league MVP, very expensive autograph. Becoming the 3rd most coveted autograph right now behind Brady and Mahomes. Josh Allen Speed Flex, the MVP. The McConkey Chrome, the McLaurin Ripped. Micah Parsons, by the way. For example, NFC East, get a McLaurin, get a Micah Parsons. Looking at around $2,000+ in value for less than $200. Aiden Hutchinson Speed Flex, JJ is authentic, in the ballpark of $2,000 for less than $200. Ladd McConkey, Josh Allen, still out there. Allen and Rob Gronkowski, AFC East, 2 headliners, more than $2,000 in value for, again, less than $200 if you get the AFC East and that diamond double. So half and half in diamonds are great. Definitely recommend those guys. Get your spots. So headliner package coming up here for Josh Rouser.
So you got to join the SIG Club, guys.
Yeah, I'll drop the link to the break page and, of course, the Signature Club rewards program as well. Now, Alex, I'm seeing something right now. Speaking of Red Sox, up to 45 people watching.
Let's go.
So the people are coming in here right around 4:10 p.m., which is right around when the breaks usually heat up on a Wednesday afternoon. So here's the mystery box tab. I'll drop that link in as well for the personals and then the Signature Club rewards program. The 3 must-know links in the break room, right? The live break page, the mystery box tab, and, of course, the SIG Club rewards program. So, Josh, your headliner package on the way, my man. 1 mini, 1 jersey, 1 rep, 1 authentic. Josh, remind me your team. Do you know Josh's team?
I do not.
I'm blanking on Josh's team personally. He's going to get a good one here, though. 4 good ones to be exact, Alex. Mr. Rouser rising up here in the Ultimate Autographs live break room. I'll start with the jersey, actually. I'll start with the jersey here. And let's see. I wouldn't mind a Cabrera, Ryan, or Acuna jersey. Are you in there, Charles? Got to be in it to win it, my man. Speaking of jerseys, one of the best receivers in the league. Led the league in catches a couple years ago, Alex.
Oh, yeah.
CeeDee Lamb. The Navy Cowboy jersey. That is a thing of beauty. Josh Rouser, congrats on your CeeDee Lamb jersey.
Top 5 receiver.
Very, very nice. Very nice. Rise up, Josh Rouser. CeeDee Lamb.
Headliner packages have been pretty good.
I know, right? That's a high quality. I mean, CeeDee Lamb is good enough to be a headliner
In any series.
in a diamond.
Any series.
And he's in a jersey break right now.
Speed Flex series, high roller, half
He just
and half.
was.
That's what
He
I'm
was
saying.
he was in the salsa series.
Boom.
Speed Flex headliner on Monday.
I'm sure he can salsa.
Oh, he probably can't salsa. Him and Victor Cruz get together
Oh,
and
yeah.
salsa all the time.
What you got to do. Oh, if only we had a Victor Cruz.
That'd be nice.
That would have been cool.
So, guys, who's getting in? 45 of you guys watching.
Maybe it's, play the college and get CeeDee Lamb.
Right? CeeDee Lamb on Oklahoma in the college. In the college, we have a 7 in 10 chance at a headliner. In the half and half black and blue, every single headliner's left. The diamonds, every single headliner's left. The baseball, everything but the Gibson jersey left. Only 1 headliner gone. The minis, only 1 headliner gone as well. So we're pretty much loaded across every single series on that break page right now. You cannot go wrong in any series. And we know very well, Alex, those breaks that say 6, 7, 8 spots, we knock out a few spots, get them at 4 to go. The break sells out almost immediately, right?
yeah.
So let's get this lamb folded up. And we got 3 more on the headliner package. Charles Nelson earlier got in and got himself a Paul Goldschmidt helmet and my autograph. It is Charles's lucky day today.
It is.
I'm declaring this day only, May 7th, 2025, the luck of the Charles. Ooh. That's what the day is being called. Nice hit, says Ty Percival. Nice hit indeed on the Lamb jersey. Charles may never have more luck than he'll have today, Alex, right? And with all the stuff in this break room. Mini coming up in the headliner package. Oh, we got an NFL mini. The NFL's all-time tackle leader on the mini. It is Ray Lewis. Ray Lewis on that NFL mini. 13-time Pro Bowler, 2-time Deep Boy, 2-time Super Bowl champion. Nice job, Josh, on the Ray Lewis mini.
Charles, you know the drill. You got to get in first.
Now, here's the issue with what could happen, Charles. Only the first 4 names get in the chase wheel spin. So if you don't jump in now, you will not be in the chase wheel spin.
Yeah.
Charles gets in now, puts it at 5 to go. The break will happen. So if someone else gets in right now, this break will go down right away, Charles.
And so far, there's only 4 names in there. You get into that baseball double, you're going to have your name in twice.
And yes, twice for that wheel spin. Was it smart last night to do the refund?
We actually did a diamond break.
We did. And actually, Michael Convey won the carryover from last night.
So you should have carried over.
But anyway, I mean, he did get his money back. So there you go, Charles Nelson. I know he wants a wheel spin, though. And if he gets in that baseball break, that wheel spin is coming, Alex.
Yep.
This is a headliner package, Ty Percival. If you heat the headliner package...
I think you just said what a package.
Oh, what a package so far. Yeah, it is a nice package. Absolutely. It is a heck of a package. C.D. Lamb and Ray Lewis. And we still got the rep and authentic to follow here. So we are doing good here in the break room. Doing mighty good. I might say so myself. By the way, the early show, we got a headliner package done. And then guess what? Right afterwards, boxes followed.
Yes, sir.
So it could be the same thing here for the 3 p.m. hour. Wow. Wow. This is about as good as it gets in the rep helmets for headliners. About as good as it gets. This is my hit of the show, by the way, so far. Hit of the show. Tyreek Hill on the rave.
These headliner packages.
My goodness. This package is nuts right now.
What are we putting in them?
We got the cheetah coming out.
On the rave.
The fastest receiver of all time.
Yep.
Future Hall of Famer. You know, consistently a Pro Bowler. Consistently 1,000+ yards. 2 years ago, Alex, he was voted the #1 player going into last year, actually, by his peers. And then 2 years ago, led the league in receiving yards and receiving touchdowns. The cheetah, Tyreek Hill. God, they're so good. Do I dare say buy one out anyway? These are nice. These headliner packages are very nice. Got arguably a top 2 defensive player ever, Ray Lewis. Then 2 top 5 receivers arguably in the league right now, C.D. Lamb and Tyreek Hill. Very nice, Josh. Very, very nice on the cheetah. Authentic portion coming up in the headliner package. Authentic portion coming up for the headliner package. In theory, as we say, save the best for last here, Alex. Let's see what we got. This is inside one of these awesome diamond boxes here in the headliner package. Oh, yeah, still with Miami. There was some rumors about a trade, but he's definitely stuck around in Miami. Tyreek Hill I think the blowout from Tyreek Hill was a case of him not used to losing. It was a different year for the Cheetah, but he'll be back. He'll be back in a big way.
Also, receivers start talking online a lot when they want a contract extension.
Yes. Show me the moolah.
Yes.
Tyreek Hill is a top 5 receiver. How about a top 5 tight end? Maybe the best, some would say. Let's rave again,
Man,
George Kittle.
This is nuts.
The 49er authentic, the clean rave. Josh Rouser, congratulations on your George Kittle, my man. Just got a contract extension. Speaking of that, Alex.
Well deserved.
Got paid big time. A 6-time Pro Bowler. Pretty much either a first-team All-Pro or a second-team All-Pro. Just about every year, George Kittle.
Oh, he's amazing.
Very, very nice helmet. Couple first-team All-Pros, a bunch of second-team All-Pros. Nice-looking lid right there on the Kittle Authentic. So, yeah, that was cool.
Oh, yeah.
That was a cool headliner package. Very, very nice for our guy,
That's
Josh.
one of the better ones, man.
That's the best headliner I've seen. Congrats, Josh, this tie, right?
It's up there.
It's very, very nice.
The raves out.
Who just got in the half and half? Someone just made a smart move.
He wants another one.
He wants another Ram? He wants more. He wants more Rams. I don't blame you, Josh Simmons. I don't blame you one bit, my man. Let me get this George Kittle written up, and we will keep the party going here tonight. 34 of you guys watching. Plenty of time, plenty of eyeballs out there, guys, to knock out these awesome, awesome breaks. I know what Josh is. I mean, this series, it's like we made this for Josh Simmons.
Yeah.
I missed the break, but watched it on replay. Nice walk, he says. Absolutely. Correct me if I'm wrong, Josh. You're a Rams fan, right? I believe Josh is a Rams fan. And I've never seen this. It's the first time in break room history right now, Alex, that we have 3 Ram headliners. I've never seen 3 Ram photo headliners ever in a break. Marshall Faulk, Speed Flex, Devontae Adams, Authentic, and Matthew Stafford, Speed Flex. So if you're a Rams fan, if you ever played the break room, the time is now.
Yeah.
And Josh gets it. Rams fan since he was 6. Ooh, that's die hard right there, man. That is die hard. Josh, have a AD STS Flex if that's something you're interested in.
Ooh.
I'm guessing that's Aaron Donald AD.
Yeah. The GOAT D tackle.
Mm-hmm.
Best defensive player of the last decade.
Mm-hmm.
Get him plenty.
Former teammate, Super Bowl teammate with Matthew Stafford.
Yeah.
Matthew Stafford probably thanks him a lot.
He
that
does.
play where, Jamar Chase is open and no time for Burrow to throw because Mr. Donald got in his face.
That's right. Josh getting in the triple, too. Come on, guys.
Let's go, Josh.
Help him out.
Let's go, Josh. Josh says,
Follow the leader.
why win 1 Ram helmet?
And I can have 3.
We're not going to have 3.
He's
Now,
smart.
let that sink in. The triple is what? 300, like 60 something, 363 in the triple. Best case scenario for Mr. Josh. Gets the Matthew Stafford Speed Flex, which is in the ballpark of 1,500.
Yep.
Could be a little bit less, could be a little bit more. It is B&B, but in the ballpark of that, given especially with how rare that autograph is. Then he lands a Marshall Faulk Speed Flex, which again, probably in the ballpark of 1,500. The extra customized Speed Flexes. Then he snags the Devontae Adams Authentic as well. We're probably looking at close to $4,000 in value. Maybe a little bit less, but in that ballpark. $4,000 for less than $400, Alex.
Pretty good.
Pretty good. Pretty good. That is very cool. So, I'm in for 2 already on the baseball, Charles. The one
in,
constant, though, all
Charles.
the years, Ray has been baseball. So, all right. So, Charles needs some company. Charles and Chris may be in that break.
Yeah.
So, let's get the black and blue done, the half and half, and let's get the baseball break done. I'm guessing those are the hot breaks this show. For the big dogs, the big spenders, the heavy hitters, you got to be in the black and blue or you got to be in the diamonds. All authentics in here, all the headliners left in the diamonds and the black and blue. For the guys with maybe A little bit less to risk. Baseball break. All the headliners left except for the Gibson jersey. And then also the practice squad's not a bad buy-in.
Not at all.
Practice squad, 7 boxes left. Still got the Bo Jackson licensed jersey. That beautiful full-size Flash Authentic Mike Evans for as little as $49 and a secondary Jim Kelly. So everything is good. The vault is good. The jerseys are good. The college is really good as well. But my recommendation for the big dogs, get in either black and blue or diamonds. And for the guys, the medium spenders, get in the practice squad or the baseball. So, and Josh, take advantage and get your spots.
Oh, yeah.
Take advantage and get your spots. Who's Moonlight Graham? Bob says, thank you, James Earl Jones at Moonlight Graham.
No idea.
I don't know who that is, Alex. But every day I learn something new from Bob because he's a teacher here in the break room.
He is.
The break room teacher, Robert Boulay. So let me know, folks, what you want to do. We'll go till 5 o'clock, especially with the brief power outage. I'll give these guys till 5 o'clock. We got 37 minutes. If we are busy and breaking out, so we can go past 5. Could be 5, 5:15, 5:30, all the way up till 5:45. But at least 5 o'clock tonight. Chase Wheelspin at 4:55, unless we are jam-packed or busy. We do have a Chase Wheelspin because the half and half, the first 4 people in the half and half are in that wheel spin.
It's Field of Dreams.
Field of Dreams?
I've seen it maybe like once or twice.
You know, guys, I'm focused on the breaks. I have seen the movie, but excuse me while I'm focused on the breaks, not the movie quotes, right? As they say in Mulan, let's get down to business.
There we go.
That's what I'm talking about. I got too much amazing helmets to think about right now to think about movie references. Too many incredible helmets in the Speedflex series. I mean, seriously, Alex. Excuse the man while he's focused on the awesome lids. Sorry I missed the movie reference, but when there's these helmets in here, I would rather win one of these helmets than watch a movie. I'll say that.
Should have gotten that one. And you guys should get in the breaks.
Yeah. So Matthew Stafford, a guy that is movie-made toughness, right?
Oh, yeah.
He's the guy they make in the movie, the tough quarterback. Brett Favre, speaking of tough quarterbacks. 2 tough sons of guns, 2 gunslingers there. Got that Brett Favre Netflix documentary coming out.
Mm-hmm.
Cannot wait to see it. Cannot wait to see it. We got the Marshall Faulk still in here, guys. One of 3 guys with 1,000 rush yards, 1,000 receiving yards. He was sort of in a movie, the Kurt Warner movie.
Yeah.
American Underdog. That's a good movie.
It is.
I love that movie. I know we were talking about open tryouts earlier for the Rockies. Open tryouts for the Eagles back in the day. Vince Papale. Saquon Barkley never had to openly try out because he was always good enough.
Yeah.
What do we got there on the order?
We got a newcomer, Keith, into the Vault Double.
All right, Keith. Welcome, welcome, sir. Welcome, welcome. So it's not that I don't like Field of Dreams. Like you, I've seen it once or twice. My favorite sports movies, Remember the Titans. I can quote every line in that movie, Alex.
Mm-hmm.
You give me that quote, I'll know that one.
Let me see, my favorite baseball one, since Field of Dreams is baseball.
Moneyball.
Moneyball and Major League.
Yeah. Yeah, those 2 are up there. Nothing against Field of Dreams, but Moneyball, drama is intense, and Major League is hilarious. I'm the same with you, Alex. Although I do like The Sandlot. I will say The Sandlot is nice. We had an awesome autographed Sandlot bat the other day.
Yeah, Field of Dreams is one I just haven't watched enough.
I guess we got to rewatch it.
It's good.
We got to rewatch it.
Ooh, is that Jeff August getting in?
Let me guess, the half and half?
I will let you know when Shopify loads.
No, Jeff got in the baseball double, actually. What is
Charles,
Jeff's baseball team?
Hurry up, Charles.
Charles will not be in the wheel spin unless he gets in immediately, right?
Yeah. That's why we told you to get in.
By the way, Jeff, in case you're just tuning in, Brett Favre Hydro Speed Flex, it's got Jeff's name on it. Jeff is a Packer fan. Do we know his baseball team? What's your baseball squad, Jeff?
I think he might be a Cubs fan.
Is he a Cubs fan?
You a Cubs fan?
I think he's a Cubs fan. That sounds right. Because isn't he from Illinois?
Yeah.
Okay. Cubs and Packers fan. Interesting. So
It's funny that a lot of the Packers fans that I know that live in Illinois, they're Sox fans. All of them.
really,
Yeah. I don't know if that's just like a
Dom.
thing. Exactly.
Dom.
I-
Although
I have-
Daniel was a Cubs fan, former worker here.
Yeah, because I have two of my good friends. They're Sox fans, but they're Packers fans. And then I know a couple other people that I went to high school with. Packers fans, Sox fans.
You want to hear something interesting? We're going to be interviewing someone for the runner associate producer position, and he's a Lions fan.
Oh.
So we can round out everybody.
Yes, we can.
He might join the break team staff potentially on Sundays too. Work in progress, Alex. I don't want to give out too much, information, but it would get us. Charles not get in.
Nope, and Bob got in.
Bob got in.
Way to snipe him, Bob. Attaboy.
Bob sniped Charles. Charles will not be in the wheel spin, unfortunately.
Charles.
But I was going to say, so we have Ricky is the Viking fan.
Yep.
Dom and Chinmay are Packer fans.
Chinmay's a Packers fan?
Yeah, I know. He was. You loved him so much because of Mizzou. Now you went backwards because of the Packers, Alex.
Yeah.
And then we have Ricky is Vikings, and most of us are Bears. And then if this new guy works out, Alex, you'd be a Lions fan. So I think he also played college football, like D2 or D3.
Yeah, here we go.
Something like that. I have Favre, says Jeff. Blinders on. I can't win Favre's. Let me say this, Jeff. Let me say this for you. Brett Favre in a black and blue, that's different. You can't win Favre's in the diamonds, in the half and half, the Speed Flex series. Maybe the black and blue series is right for you. Now, the most fitting name in the black and blue, by far, is Brett Favre, because he played the most straight starts despite all those injuries. He was black and blue all over, Alex, and he kept on playing. And I am a Bears and a Chiefs fan, high tide. Both fan of both, my man. And look, Alex, before you get at me, I lived in Missouri for 6 years, okay?
I didn't say anything.
Lived in Missouri for 6
My
years.
mind might have said something. My mouth
right.
said nothing.
I also, you guys know me. I'm all about positivity. I don't want to focus on negatives. That's not who I am. And the Bears bring me too much sadness.
The Bears are the one thing you are negative about.
That is the one negative thing, because I don't believe in the Bears. I am the Bears unbeliever personally.
The Bears are your AFC South.
So, no, Jeff. Come on, Jeff. Look, Bears. Look, covering a few Chiefs games as a sports reporter at the TV station in Columbia. You get to interview Mahomes. You get to witness that team win their first Super Bowl. Good luck not being a fan of the Chiefs.
My mind said, "Oh, did we get kicked off?"
Oh no, not again. I think.
Or is it just Twitch?
Let me look. Let me go to YouTube.
No, I think we're good.
We're good. Spooky.
I think it cut us out. I don't know if it did or not.
Oh.
We should be on now.
We're on now.
I don't know if we ever got kicked off or not.
Okay. Yep, I see us on here. I didn't say it. Alex's mind said it. I got
My
you.
mind said he rides in on a very big wagon.
Just to clarify, this is something that a lot of people probably do not believe, Alex, because I am very close to both. I would say it's like 1 and 1A. But if the Bears and Chiefs played each other and I'm forced to pick, I would cheer on the Bears.
That's all I need to know.
I
That's
have
good.
more
That's what's
history
good.
with the Bears than the Chiefs.
That's what's good.
It's just that I don't get to see the Bears in the playoffs.
You
and I see the
basically
Chiefs
you
every
have
year.
a second team because Chicago sports are not very good,
Yes, exactly right.
which is fair.
I have a second team also in the NBA. I love the Warriors.
And
Go
it's the
Warriors.
opposite conference, so it's okay.
Okay, thank you.
If you were like,
Thank you,
if it was
Alex.
in division and you're like, well, I like the Lions, or if you're like,
Ricky, I like the Vikings.
well, I like the Pacers,
Oh, man.
that wouldn't count.
Well, right now they might get some fair weather fans.
Oh,
the way they're
definitely.
playing. So
The comeback kids, man.
the comeback kids. Down on 30 seconds for Twitch. Thank you, Bob. But we are back.
All good. All
Back
good.
and running. All good on the Twitch verse. Bob got in baseball.
He did. Charles, what were you doing?
You know which one Bob wants, right? Bob, correct me if I'm wrong. Bob wants the last World Series MVP for the Yankees, Godzilla, Hideki
yeah.
Matsui, right? It's an awesome, awesome white helmet right there, Bob. I'm guessing that's the one he wants, right? Bob is a huge Yankee fan.
Oh yeah.
He loves his Yankees.
All rise.
When are the Yankees going to win the World Series next? This year? Next year?
Within the next 3.
Next 3?
Within the next 3, they'll win one. I'll give them one. They got to probably acquire some pitching at the deadline since Garrett Cole's out for the year.
Yes. Now, he's not coming back at all for the postseason, or
You got Tommy John. You get Tommy John.
he's
you're done,
he's
you're
done for the year. Okay. Carlos Rodon, though, still there.
Yeah, another former White Sox.
They always play better when they're not on the White
Yes,
Sox.
they do. But I know. I mean, they acquired Devin Williams, who hasn't been good this year either. That was supposed to be a big time closer.
Yeah,
So,
you
we'll
gotta.
see.
I mean,
we all know they got the bats.
they
It's all
have,
about-
they
it's all
have
about
the
the
bats
pitch.
all right.
It's all about the pitching.
Even without Soto, they have the bats all right.
And their pitching so far this year hasn't been too bad.
What was it last night? Like 9 runs in the 7th or something?
Oh yeah, it was nuts.
Something
They had like
like
9
that.
home runs yesterday. Mm-hmm. No, Yankees are good.
Oh,
there you go,
Bob
see?
says I would prefer the Rangers Ryan jersey. I already have a Ryan on a 1969 Mets jersey. Okay. Now, Nolan Ryan, such an awesome, awesome jersey. Nolan Ryan is what I would call a trendsetter, a man ahead of his time. Nowadays we have a lot of pitchers throwing 100 plus, Alex. It's not a rare thing anymore. Back in his day, he was one of the few guys to reach over 100 miles per hour.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that was just brutal. Facing a Nolan Ryan fastball. When this guy was on, he was on. I believe 7 no-hitters, the most in
ever.
baseball history.
Yep.
That's something that will never get topped.
But how many Cy Youngs?
None. Robbery.
Wild.
Robbery. This guy got robbed, Nolan Ryan. 108 mile per hour fastball, says High Tide. All right. Well, let's throw a fastball and get that jersey out of here in this series. We have, 4 to go, Alex? This is the break that will definitely happen this show.
Yeah.
Obviously, the half and half is the best break in the room by far. Half of these are speed flexes. 1 box in, not a headliner. All the headliners left. That's the best break. The vault is also possible. 4 to go. We still got that Lawrence Taylor, Puka Nakua, Lawrence Taylor, the last 9 boxes and 2 vault keys. But the most likely break is the baseball double. Between now and 5 o'clock, Alex, I want to get this break done this show. So who's going to get those spots? This goes from 4 to 3 or 2. It goes very fast. The nice thing about baseball breaks are you have tons of Cubs and hidden, and I actually want Cubs. There we go, Jeff. Greg Maddux was great as well. When Ryan was on, says Bob, he was unhittable, but he was never as consistently great compared to Tom Seaver. The career numbers were very similar. But Bob obviously loves the Tom Seaver versus Nolan Ryan. That's his go-to. But both guys, terrific pitchers, no doubt.
Oh yeah.
I love that pic of Ryan on the mound pouring from his face, with blood pouring on his face. Dude was tough, Nolan Ryan. No doubt about that.
Nolan Ryan, Tom Seaver, or Sandy Koufax?
Sandy Koufax had less wins than all those guys, just to say.
Who's your pick, Bob?
Bob is Sandy Koufax. Sandy Koufax is Bob's pick. So, let me look this up. Yeah. Yeah, Tom Seaver was probably just a little bit better, had a little bit better ERA, but I mean, Nolan Ryan had more wins, more strikeouts. Both guys were icons for sure. But Tom Seaver, marginally better, I would say, Alex. Marginally better. 3.19 ERA for Nolan Ryan, 2.86 for Tom Seaver. So, both guys terrific, though, for sure. Eric says, hey, I got a weird question in the minis. There's an autographed Troy Polamalu, but isn't listed on the headliners. So, yes, that is in there. If it's in the picture, it's in there, Eric. We'll make sure we double check and update that mini listing. But Polamalu is definitely available in the mini helmets. If you see the photo, he's available. So let's see here. Yeah, if you could add that in, Alex. The Polamalu. Because he's definitely in the series. He's right there.
Yeah.
So we'll get that updated, Eric. Great question. Polamalu is in there. Koufax was the greatest lefty I ever saw, says Bob. There you go. Bob is a Sandy Koufax groupie. He loves his Sandy Koufax. Our guy, Bob Boulay.
Let's see. Who's in there then? Oh, okay. Looks like Jamar Chase is in there for some reason.
Oh, so it's not Jamar Chase. It's Polamalu.
Oh, I think that was... Okay, I know what happened.
Okay. Cool. So updated. Thank you, Eric. If you're ever wondering what's in there, Eric, obviously the listing is usually accurate, but in the teeny tiny chance that it's not accurate, the best place to look is the photo. Because you can see it's in there, obviously, Troy Polamalu.
Yes.
So I would definitely go over the photos first. Bob says one game Koufax or right-handed pitcher Bob Gibson. Okay. Of guys he saw pitch. All right. I would respectfully disagree. I would take Randy Johnson as the best lefty that I saw, at least. I didn't watch Koufax. I would pick Randy Johnson.
And for the righty?
Prime Pedro Martinez.
And you know what's funny? I was looking at the Bleacher Report top 25 pitchers. Number 1, Pedro Martinez.
Yeah.
Number 2, it was Strikemadix. Number 3, Randy Johnson.
Yeah. I was going to say, prime Pedro Martinez was different. Now, his prime was not as long as Roger Clemens, Randy Johnson, or Greg Maddux. He was career-wise the 4th best pitcher of those guys. But at his absolute best, with the 4 pitches he threw, I'll take Pedro. Pedro for me, but Gibson, we did pull Gibson here in the Jersey series already. Absolute icon, Mr. Gibson. But to be honest with you, Alex, any one of those guys is not a bad answer. But when I was a kid, when I first watched Pedro pitch, he was unstoppable.
It's a great point. See? How many people could say they disintegrated a bird?
Yeah, Randy Johnson. And Randy was like, he was a lefty. They say that when you're a lefty, Alex, it's harder to pick up the ball. So his throwing 96, 97 is the equivalent of 102, 103.
He's also like 6'10".
Intimidating.
Yeah.
Randy Johnson intimidating. No doubt about that. But definitely Nolan Ryan's the same thing, though. I mean, Nolan Ryan throwing 108, big, tall guy. Very, very intimidating Nolan Ryan. So let's get that jersey this show. And personally, I think of Nolan Ryan as a Ranger.
Yeah.
I know he was an Astro. I know he played for the Mets. Personally, I would most want Nolan Ryan on a Rangers jersey. So, guys, we got 19 minutes left till 5 o'clock. The Chase Wheel Spin, though, Alex, is at 4:55. That is in 14 minutes. If this break is closed, it will be in the Chase Wheel Spin. If it is not closed, it will not be in the Chase Wheel Spin. Remember, we're doing the first 4 spots of any break that sold out this show, which so far is just the half and half. Let me do a quick top to bottom rundown so you guys know what's left here before we hit the 5 o'clock hour here. So black and blue half and half, pretty basic. Everything is left. 29 boxes left, 1 box done. Everything else is left. We have 15 speed flexes left and 14 other authentics. Speed flexes include photoed headliners like a Romo Flex, Sauce Gardner, Steve Young, Bo Jackson, Russell Wilson, Marshall Faulk, Saquon Barkley, Ray Lewis, Malik Neighbors, Brett Favre, Matthew Stafford, and Mike Evans. For example, the double box break, or even the triple for $363, you can get helmets worth over $3,000 combined for less than $300, Alex. You can double up Saquon with the Russell Wilson, with the Malik Neighbors, Stafford with Falk, Adams, Steve Young. A lot of options, guys. An awesome, awesome black and blue half and half. The diamond helmets still have every box left. Again, double up for less than $200. The MVP, Josh Allen, pair it with the Rob Gronkowski AFC East double up. Now we have the Micah Parsons with the Lawrence Taylor double up option. Justin Jefferson, Aiden Hutchinson. By the way, Micah also pairs with Terry McLaurin, too.
Oh, yeah.
And then Marshall Faulk pairs with Peyton Manning.
Bang.
So all the headliners out there, a lot of double-up options in the diamonds. The baseball, 4 to go, our closest break right now. All the headliners left except for the Gibson jersey. A lot of great stuff in that double. Actually, real quick, Alex, they're done by teams.
Yes.
So, for example, let's see, what could we pair here? Yankees. Is there an Astro headliner? Bagwell. You can pair Matsui and Bagwell, for example, in the baseball double. We have Padres and Red Sox. Machado and Big Papi right there.
There you go.
So Guardians and White Sox. Carlton Fix, Jose Ramirez. So Julio Rodriguez, Mariners, pairs with the Cabrera Tigers.
There we go.
So options galore in that baseball.
Yeah, I mean, you can do the Jose Ramirez and Carlton Fisk.
Yeah, you can do that as well.
A White Sox hitting, or a Guardian hitting a White Sox.
Ooh, just makes sense.
Just makes sense.
10 boxes left in college, guys. 6 bonus gift cards still out there. We got 3 photoed headliners. CeeDee Lamb, that insane Jonathan Taylor flex. The Steve Smith Sr., I love that Utah helmet.
It is clean.
It is super nice, the red. We got 4 secondary headliners still. Tim Brown, LaShawn McCoy, Hines Ward, and Warren Moon.
That is just a break that should be getting done.
Yeah, we're sleeping there. Vault has 2 vault keys left, $300 and $100, plus 3 headliners, Puka Nacua, Lawrence Taylor, Phil Simms. It's a 5 in 9 chance at a headliner in that break. Practice squad, speaking of baseball, former baseball all-star and NFL Pro Bowler Bo Jackson, clean license jersey. And then we got the Mike Evans authentic, and we got the Jim Kelly secondary headliner in the practice squad. Jerseys got names like Warren Moon, Randall Cunningham, Dig Butkus, and it's fresh minis. Only Devontae Smith is gone. So many good headliners. Ray Lewis, Palamalu AFC North double up, Warren Moon, Eric Dickerson in the NFC West, Robert Mathis, Jim Kelly, Champ Bailey. Everything is left there but Devontae Smith. The John Crook All-Star Game is my favorite memory. That was Jenny and Fear. Yeah, John Crook was terrified of Randy Johnson in that All-Star Game. Although I think the most scared guy ever for me was Robin Ventura, scared of Nolan Ryan. Yeah, because Robin Ventura wakes up every night, guys, thinking about that fight where Nolan Ryan beat the living heck out of him, right? That's probably, I'll ask you this question in the chat. Most iconic sports fight you can remember. There's 2 I think of. I think of Nolan Ryan beating up Robin Ventura. I also think of the Malice at the Palace.
I was going to say Malice at the Palace.
Where Artest goes in the crowd, etc.
Odor dropping Batista.
Oh, baseball, right? Rangers
Yeah.
and Blue Jays.
Yeah, just one punch, he went down like a sack of potatoes.
We should have called this the fighting series because Jose Ramirez
Yeah.
knocking out
Yeah.
Tim Anderson.
That's another one.
That's a good one. Best sports fight ever, guys. I know Bob's going to come up with some hockey 1970s reference.
Funny,
Alex.
there's really not any in football.
Andre Johnson and Cortland Finnegan.
That's a good one.
That happened.
I know there's one post game. Trent Williams like punches Richard Sherman in the face.
There's one way back in the day. There was a Saints player chucking his helmet. I'm blanking right now on what that was exactly.
I know there's the Bears player, Javon Wims, who punched CJ Gardner-Johnson with his helmet on.
Yeah, that's smart.
Yeah.
That is very smart. So
It's definitely more NBA or MLB.
there was one back in the day, the Cubs. I don't know if you remember this guy, Kyle Farnsworth. He got in a fight with like a Reds player, just laid him out.
It's a good one. Jonathan Papelbon and Bryce Harper.
Yeah,
teammates.
that's a good one. I mean, that whole Yankees-Red Sox rivalry. Back when Matsui played, it was what, Veritek and A-Rod? That was a good one.
Tom Wilson of the Capitals versus anybody.
Ooh, yeah. Big dog. Big dog. Baseball. I guess the Nolan Ryan wasn't a fight. It was just over.
Yeah.
Shut it down.
Oh, wait. Who is the big dude on the Reds who was going to take on like the whole entire team?
Oh, I remember that.
Something Garrett.
Yes.
He was ready to take on the
Yes.
whole team. I think he did.
Not smart. Not smart.
I think he won.
So let me know, guys. Best sports fights you can remember. Also, let me know if you want to do some breaks. Again, go until 5 o'clock, 12 more minutes. Wheel spin is at 4:55. So last chance to get in for that Chase wheel spin. Let's get that baseball done this show. Would love to do more, Alex, but the realistic break right now is the baseball double here.
That's right. Get it closed, guys.
Double play, double box break, double up. Maybe it's a play on words.
Yeah. Good
Play
chance
on
at getting
words.
the wheel spin.
Yeah.
We saw Charles come in, knock out the baseball break last show, and he ended up winning.
He won. Closer Magic got the Goldschmidt and Kamen Enchev autograph. Joe Kelly, says Jared Menzer. That was the pitcher, Joe Kelly, right?
Yeah, he was with the Sox recently.
Yeah.
Dodgers,
Dodgers and Red Sox.
Red Sox. It might have been he was on the Red Sox versus the Astros, and he still had bad blood.
Yeah, that makes sense. Jared, get in here, my man. Big time Red Sox fan, Jared Menzer. David Ortiz. Where does he rank on the Mount Rushmore of Red Sox players? I mean, Ted Williams is 1.
2?
Kari Yastrzemski, David Ortiz, probably that number. I mean, Pedro, I guess would be up there. Manny Ramirez was really good for a while.
Ramirez, Pedro.
Carlton Fisk as well, former Red Sox. Red Sox versus the Yankees with Joe Kelly. That makes sense.
There you go.
Red Sox, Yankees makes sense. I mean, Ortiz has to be up there.
He's
What
on
do you
the
think,
Mount Rushmore.
Jared? Where do you rank David Ortiz in the greatest Red Sox of all time? I have no problem putting him number 2
Some people might put him 1.
Yeah.
He just means that much to Red
Yeah.
Sox fans.
because he was so clutch in the playoffs.
Ted Williams, the better player, but who means more to that team? Big Papi.
For the modern fans, Big Papi. I mean, very few of us saw Ted Williams play. Bob might have missed Ted Williams even.
Yeah, Bob's got Yaz 2, Pedro 3, Big Papi 4.
Okay. Yeah, Yaz got the Triple Crown. I agree. He's terrific. I would probably put personally, because Yastrzemski actually, I think that Big Papi had a better career than Yastrzemski. Didn't win the Triple Crown, but I think Big Papi had a better career. Ted, I would definitely say, is number 1. Williams is top, says Jared. Ortiz means more to the city of Boston. Kind of what you're saying,
Yeah.
Alex. So, yeah, I would probably go personally, Ted Williams 1, Big Papi 2. Then I would go Pedro 3, Yaz 4. That's my list, but that's just me. But really, the only guy that matters is Jared. He's an actual Red Sox fan.
Yeah.
So whatever Jared thinks, I'll go with Jared. I defer to him.
2 to go now in that double. Charles.
Charles, get your spots. Is that Jared getting in?
You got 2 spots.
All right, wants that Big Papi. So here's the catch, Alex. Wheel spin at 4:55, no matter what. If the baseball closes, we'll do that in the wheel spin. It's the first 4 spots in the baseball break. Get in the wheel spin. If the baseball does not close by 4:55, we will just do the people in the half and half. But the baseball break definitely will close by 5. No doubt about that.
Yes.
Ted Williams fought in 2 wars. Oh, you can tell Jared is new school. Are you talking about Mookie Betts? He did win a World Series MVP, but Jared's definitely a new school guy. He said Ted Williams, Ortiz, Pedro, Betts, and Yaz.
Schilling
can kick rocks. Look, I'm not a fan of Kurt Schilling and a lot of the stuff he says, but if you think about it, he's pretty iconic with that bloody sock. He's got to be somewhere in the top 10 easily.
I saw someone say, why didn't they just bunt?
Right?
Make him run.
That's true. They should have.
Should have just kept bunting on him.
So, yeah, I mean, new school, says Jared, right? New school guy.
How about Tim Wakefield?
I love the knuckleball.
Knuckleball.
I love the knuckle. Did he pass away?
Ooh, I don't know if he did.
I heard that Tim Wakefield. I could
Hopefully
be
not.
completely wrong. I don't want to pull a Colin and kill people on the air.
Oh,
Alex.
God. That was me and him. I thought Steve McMichael had passed. And he's like, no, he hasn't yet. I'm like, I thought he did.
Yeah.
And then now he did.
Yeah, he did pass away.
Oh, man.
October 1st, 2023, 57. The great knuckleballer.
Manny sick.
Manny Ramirez was awesome. Manny Ramirez was fantastic.
I mean, yeah, Carlton Fisk could be up there.
Uh-huh. Waved the ball fair, Carlton Fisk.
I mean, do Red Sox fans like Roger Clemens?
Won a Cy Young. But then he was a Yankee.
Also
New
was a Yankee.
school fan probably doesn't like him because Jared remembers Clemens
He was
going
Red,
against the
He
Yankees.
was Red Sox then Yankee, right?
Yes, Red Sox then Yankee. He's also a Blue Jay
Yeah.
in the middle there, Roger Clemens. So,
Jacoby Ellsbury was fun for a bit.
Jacoby Ellsbury. I met Schilling, nice guy, says Eric Michael. All right, so Schilling is a nice guy according to Eric. There you go.
Nomar.
Nomar was nice.
Yep.
Nomar Garciaparra.
A lot of Red Sox fans love Nomar.
Nomar was cool. Former Cub. I remember I was pumped when they got him at the trade deadline in Chicago, Garciaparra. So speaking of Red Sox, we have, as Jared Menzer said, the second best Red Sox of all time, David Ortiz.
Yeah.
Let's get that big poppy. Also a former Red Sox legend, Carlton Fisk in here. Also on a White Sox helmet, though. Steve Carlton, Jeff Bagwell, Nolan Ryan. One of the most iconic Rangers of all time. We got Acuna Jr., the best current Brave. Miguel Cabrera, Honus Wagner, or Ty Cobb, the best Tiger of all time. Miguel Cabrera. Yeah, Miguel Cabrera, definitely. Mike Piazza for the Mets, one of the most iconic Mets of all time. Ozzie Smith for the Cardinals. Vlad Sr., one of the best Angels. Chase Utley, the Philly legend. Machado and Jose Ramirez all still left in this double play baseball.
I think Jeff got another spot. One to go, guys. Let's
All
get
right,
close.
one to go. And then Jared's got his very, very thorough list of Red Sox. Mike Lowe is 7. 8 is Nomar. Trot Nixon, 9. 10, I think, is Wakefield or Kevin Millar. So Jared obviously loves the curse-breaking Red Sox team.
What about Dave Roberts?
Dave stole the base.
Stole the base.
Yes, Dave Roberts stole second base. Buckner before my time, luckily. Jared loves Billy Bucks. Johnny Damon, going from the Red Sox Nation to Yankee Universe.
They don't got to worry about
Cut
that
his
anymore.
beard. Yankees are allowing beards now.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Took him long enough.
Thank God.
The dumb rule.
Dumb rule. Dumb rule. Can you imagine having like the biggest star in baseball? He's wearing a beard and you're like, we're not going to sign him unless you shave your beard. Not going to happen. So one spot left, guys. The Chase wheel spin, it is 4:55. So I'll do the wheel spin, Alex. Then we'll do the break afterwards. So first 4 spots for breaks that sold by 4:55. It is just the first 4 people in the half and half, right?
Yep.
Michael, Daniel, and Steven. Good luck, guys. Chris Sale, that's a good one.
Love Chris Sale.
Former White Sox legend. Chris Sale.
I'd say the Red Sox won that trade.
It's amazing what players would do for George's cash, says.
That's right.
But not Griffey, apparently. Griffey didn't want to be a Yankee.
No.
So sometimes some things do matter more than cash.
It would have been cool if he was.
It would have been cool. Dice roll is,
I always thought Bryce Harper was going to go, but I guess he didn't want to shave his beard.
I think it was 10, I thought earlier, Alex. I don't know why this says 9. I know the computer restarted.
Yeah, it was.
I think it was 10.
It was 10.
Why does that show as 9?
You rolled 2-5.
Yeah, it was 2-5. So the computer reset reset something. It is 10, guys. If you go back and watch the beginning of the show, that our little computer reset dice roll is 10. I don't know why it says 5 or 9, excuse me, but I'm guessing when I reloaded the page, it did 9 from earlier. So 8, 9 clicks, and 10. Stephen Plecky either way. Had the 9th and 10th spot. Are you confirming, Alex?
Yeah,
I'm like 90% sure it was 10, unless I'm really like blind. I know I said 10 for Messi, but I thought we spun it earlier than that. That's the noon show you're looking at, I think.
What is the noon?
Yeah. So, Steven, let us know what number you want to start on, sir. Otherwise, we'll start you on 1. Whatever this lands on, that's how much money you're getting in an Ultimate Autographs gift card. Are you out there, Stephen Plecky? Let us know, sir. Yeah,
Yep,
10.
10.
Yeah,
5
Alex
and a
pulled it
5.
up. It was 10. That's
5 and a 5.
That's spooky.
5 minutes into the show.
5 minutes in the show if you want to
5.
check.
And now we got that closed.
Thank you. I'll spin the wheel here, and then we'll do our last break of this show, unless something else fills up really fast. 9 on the wheel spin. Now, cut me some slack, Alex. 90 last night, 100 2 nights ago. Come on now. I'm doing pretty good. Averaging a 95 this week. So there had to be a low one.
I'm hearing a lot about the past and not about the now.
All right, well, $9. $9 better than no bucks.
It's better than nothing.
Stephen Plecky.
Is there a number 9 that could potentially come out in this next break?
No, Ted Williams. Roger Maris, so number 9 for baseball. I don't think anyone on the board is 9.
Number is Chase Utley.
Chase Utley, I think, he was 2 numbers.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember right now. Like a double-digit number.
I want like 2 sticks into my head.
Yeah.
Maybe like 10.
So, baseball, double. I don't know why I think he's 12, but I could be wrong.
26.
26, there we go. Baseball double number 1. Go ahead and drop me 2 box numbers, guys. This is probably the last break of the show, unless there's a huge flood of orders right now. If you guys want to get something closed up or put us at 1 or 2 to go, we'll keep going. Otherwise, this should be it for the 3 p.m. show. Chris Brandvold, Jeff August, Robert Boulay, Jared Menzer, Jeff August, and Jared Menzer again.
Was Stephen Plecky that one?
Stephen Plecky, $9. Yes, sir. Speaking of 9, we got 9 and 23 from Jeff August. Thank you, Jeff. Baseball break coming up here. 9 and 23. Alrighty, folks. Good luck, good luck, good luck. Chris, Jeff, Robert, Jared, all in this break. Robert Boulay, that is. All right, 10 clicks. Alex did confirm 10 was the dice roll at the start of this show. I know it's split into 2 videos, by the way, because of the power outage. Roger Maris and Donnie Baseball were 9s. That's right. Stan Musial, I think, was... Ted Williams was 9, wasn't he? Ted Williams was 9, I believe, as well. All right, 10 clicks. We got Jeff August up top. Jeff has the Rangers, Reds, and Mets. We got Jeff August with the Cardinals and Marlins. Chris has the Angels and Braves. Jared has the Yankees and Astros. Jared has the Tigers, Dodgers, and Mariners. Chris, Guardians, White Sox, and Pirates. Bob, Padres and Red Sox. And Jared, Phillies and Brewers. Williams was 9. Musial was 6. There you go. All right, we'll start with box. Actually, hold on. He got me 10 here. This is actually box 10. I know Jeff wants 9 and 23. I know we got 10 stuck on the head. Yeah, no Cub spots, Jeff, here, unfortunately, which is very rare for the break. It's actually box 9, not 10, Alex. I know we're talking about the difference between 9 and 10, so you're good. I did not open it up, so just started to. I'm glad I was saying this is box, and I'm like, oh, there it is. Wrong box. Oh, let's go. Let's go. If you talk about it enough, Alex, it will come. We talked about it plenty. How about this, Mr. Jeff August? We got ourselves a sick Nolan Ryan jersey. The beautiful licensed jersey, Mitchell and Ness, Nolan Ryan, most career strikeouts, most career no-hitters, more than 300 career wins. The Cooperstown Mitchell and Ness 1993 Nolan Ryan jersey. That is absolutely terrific. And just because we don't see it all that often, that's my new hit of the show.
Boom.
I do see a lot of Kittle, see a lot of Tyreek Hill. This one is my hit of the show, Nolan Ryan.
Like it.
We'll do a video today. We didn't do a video earlier. We'll do a video at the end of the show, Alex. Kind of like Nolan Ryan, Kittle, and Tyreek Hill. New school guys and a legend here on Nolan Ryan. We'll put that jersey right there. Nice, says Jeff August. Nice indeed. I've won Matsui, Rivera, and Posada, but no Red Sox, says Jared. Well, maybe you get a Miguel Cabrera next, though, Jared. You do have the Tiger spot. Nice job there. Jeff August, Ranger jersey, Nolan Ryan. Oh, you want Dom to fold it? The baseball jerseys are a lot harder to fold than the football jerseys. But, yeah, we can do that for you, Jeff. Dom apparently is the #1 folder on staff, I'm told, Alex.
Okay, they don't see me fold on here. I fold off camera.
Okay, yeah. So Alex actually is the real guru, Jeff. He's got the most experience doing it. I will say, the football jerseys are by far the easiest to fold. The Nolan Ryan, I think I did a good fold job. But we can refold if you would like. So who's the OG? I don't know who the OG is. OG Anunoby?
Is it Joe?
Maybe. Joe has been here, although he hasn't folded as much jerseys as I guess I have. But Joe, okay. I could see Joe really taking that really seriously. I could see that. Mr. Joe Aguilar. Speaking of number 9s, we have a number 9. We have a former World Series champion, Steve Garvey, on the Dodgers jersey. Who's got the Dodger spot? Jared Menzer. So Jared Menzer, congrats on the Los Angeles Dodgers jersey, Steve Garvey.
Very nice.
That's the and more section, not even photoed, Steve Garvey. So terrific first baseman for the Dodgers, 10-time All-Star, World Series champion, and the 1974 MVP. Nice job there, Jared, on the Garvey jersey. All right, I'm going to have to really show out here, Alex. Take your time. I got to make Jeff August be impressed.
There you go.
Got to work on this, Alex. Slow and steady takes the race. Get this Garvey jersey nice and folded. Look at that. Look at that.
There it is.
Perfect fold. You're welcome, Jeff. You're welcome, Jared, by the way, because Jared actually is winning the jersey.
That's right.
Those licensed jerseys are a little harder to fold. A little bit bigger, a little bit harder. Nice job there on the Steve Garvey. I'd accept that, says Jeff. Yes! I gotta be acceptable.
I'll make sure it gets folded good, Jeff. Don't you worry. We'll do the hit video, then I'll fold it nice and good.
I love it. I'll probably hold up to Nolan Ryan for the hit video.
Yeah.
So, speaking of the hit video, looking at this table, a lot of good stuff. Look at this other scene. A lot of goodies here, Alex. What's your favorite?
I'll go Nolan Ryan licensed jersey. I like it as well. It's a licensed jersey. Let's respect the baseball break and play it a little more, huh?
Yeah.
2, I'll go, I know it's on a rep. I'll go with the Tyreek Hill.
Tyreek Hill rave?
The rave is nice with the Dolphins. It displays the same. Reps get hated on too much. Even the authentics are getting hated on lately. I don't like it. So I'll go 1, 2, 3.
I'm going to go just devil's advocate because I love the gold. I'll go Kittle 2, but take your pick. They're all amazing hits here in the break room. All amazing hits for sure. Need to frame the Ryan next to my frame photo of him beating Ventura, says Jeff. How about that?
Sure is, William. We've only done one box in the diamonds.
Yes, the
All
McLaurin
headliners
Flex. I'm guessing he's looking out for his buddy William McPherson, right?
Makes sense. Good friend, William.
Yeah.
William helping out a William.
William and a William here in the break room. Nice job there, Jer, on the Steve Garvey. Then I think this will do it for us. Let me double check just in case, Alex, but I don't think anything else has come in for the show. So final thoughts from you, my man?
No, good shows today. Let's keep it rolling for the night crew. Keep them busy, guys. Make sure, they're doing their job.
William says someone else. All right, well, I will not reveal secrets, William. Not reveal secrets. So great job, Alex, as always. Co-hosting, producing, doing a great job. Best of job to the customers. Thank you guys so much for watching, chatting, buying. You guys make the show possible, special, and fun, Alex.
Thank you.
A lot of fun today, as always. I'll be back tomorrow at 6. You'll be back on Tuesday at noon. It'll be Dom and Steven tonight at 6. We're on every single day, 9, 12, 3, and 6 p.m. Central Time, plus midnights on Friday night / Saturday morning. Have a great night, guys. I'm off to volleyball tonight, Alex.
There you go.
Gonna kick some butt. But Dom and Steven back with you guys in just over 50 minutes. See you guys soon.